You already know the fuck going on. DYNASTY here, bringing you another installment of my No Money Spent Slugger series. And today, we have the coveted Mike Scott debut. And if you guys don't know how to acquire this Mike Scott, it's through the AOS Immortal debut. I posted a couple of live streams a couple of days ago for free to check that out. But we get the Mike Scott debut, and I wasn't expecting to get him on my first try. That's why I wasn't able to go through the whole process of me showing my lineup. But at last we do get him, and we're gonna lead the game off with nearly Jose Reyes' second home run for the squad. But I'll set it for a leadoff double. And if you guys don't have this Jose Reyes, his price is basically staying the same. The gloves, all the equipment, it hasn't gone up since I last checked, so you guys should definitely pick up this Jose Reyes. 97 speed is able to get us to third base easily, and that is going to be a run as easy as that. This Jose Reyes is just, once he's on base, he's basically automatically a run. So we enter the bottom of the first, giving Mike Scott already giving Mike Scott the lead, and here Gary Sanchez is gonna miss the ball. Fielding, it needs to be fixed. It badly needs to be fixed. And Jose Reyes, speaking of fielding, is gonna miss the ball. And I can't help but remember when this happened in an older video. Foul ball of some sort. And here we get a double play situation, but Jose Reyes just ignores the whole existence of the baseball. So just like that, Mike Scott is already having a difficult time because of the fielding, and here he could have easily scored a run. Thankfully, he doubled back to third. So already the team has allowed 2 runners on the bags with no outs, and we only have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first. And what you're gonna see here is a testament as to why you should pick up this Mike Scott. With no outs, he's going to strike out Gary Sanchez in 4 pitches. We still have the double play situation with runners on the corners. So we decided to play bunt defense, because if he bunts the ball, we were fucked. So we take no chance. We play bunt defense here. We get the 0-1 count with the splitter. Yeah, he has 69 velocity, but when I play with him, it didn't affect how his pitches were perceived at all. He still hit the strike zone very well, and on 3 pitches we get the K on Gleyber Torres. So we get 2 back-to-back strikeouts with 2 runners on, was previously no outs. 1-1 count to George Springer, make that a 1-2 count, and we end up going to a full count with George Springer, and we strike him out with the slider. And if that sequence is not enough for you to play the AOS event or just purchase Mike Scott off the community market, then I don't know what is. He gets 3 back-to-back strikeouts after we get back-to-back errors to start the inning off. Fast forwarding to the bottom of the third, we have 1 out already. Our bats couldn't do nothing the past 2 innings, and Mike Scott, you're gonna see this card take over. 1-2 count, 36 pitches in, he gets the strikeout on JD Martinez. Next up, Gary Sanchez up to the plate, and it's not a debut unless you have the inevitable Gary Sanchez home run, the no doubt home run to left field. I don't know why the fuck this Gary Sanchez is not downgraded yet. He's batting like 200 in real life. It doesn't make any sense as to why his card is still nearly a diamond. Fielding and Gary Sanchez needs to be addressed. He should not still be the best catcher in the game. It's just unrealistic in every aspect. But in the very next inning, with Willie Stargell up to the plate, you guys hear the music going. Willie motherfucking Stargell's gonna give us the lead right back with a no doubt home run to right field, although it was pretty shallow. That is going to bring up Nelson Cruz after a pair of 2 outs. Really happy I did that, Willie Stargell. And again, we get another home run in the same inning. That puts us up 3-1 after he tied the game the previous inning. Fast forward to the top of the 6th inning, Joey Gallo up to the plate, and he has a righty on the mound. That's never good. Do I even need to say it? Joey Gallo, the no doubt home run. We get the 4-1 lead. They're gonna give Mike Scott a lot of insurance in this game. Bottom of the 6th, JD Martinez up to the plate. 1-2 count. 63 pitches in. He is dealing, and he's gonna get another strikeout on JD Martinez. We try to get the slider away on the righty action. It's just not as good on lefty. I don't understand as to why, but we still throw the pitch and get the strikeout on JD Martinez. And this scenario looks familiar. Strike out JD Martinez. What happens next? We get the strike on Gary Sanchez. Mike Scott with the windup. And oh yes, the no doubt Gary Sanchez home run to left field is just inevitable. But Willie Stargell with a chance to come back with another no doubt home run after he ties the game up. Well, not even after he ties, after he gets his own home run. He just hooks the ball right. That was my fault. I was early on it, of course. 1-1 count to Willie Stargell turns into a 1-2 count very quickly. And on the 1-2 count, he gives the pitch that we should have drove out of here. But once again, on the 1-2 count, this time we get all of that pitch. And Willie Stargell in his 100 plus power is going to drive that deep into center field. And that is going to bring up JD Martinez, who gets the no doubt back-to-back home run, this time to left field. And that is going to give us a 6-2 lead. There's no way we lose this game with Mike Scott. Joey Gallo hits it to right field. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. He probably slipped on, I don't know what the hell happened. But because of that mistake, we get a double standing up with Joey Gallo. And Josh Donaldson is up to the plate. Now we reviewed him, not reviewed him, but we debuted him last video, and he's been amazing ever since the no doubt home run. That makes 3 home runs to left field, and that's going to be the last run of the game. Willie Stargell is going to get player of the game for his 2 home runs through the duration of it. If you guys have at least 50k, you guys should be able to do this with Willie Stargell fairly easily. This card is an absolute must. He is basically an immortal himself. You guys don't need to do the Albert Pujols. I don't think I'll be doing Albert Pujols at all. I am getting close to a few immortals. Hopefully we can get some new programs on the Friday update. But Willie Stargell goes 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs, and Mike Scott gets the W with, I believe that says 9 strikeouts. I'm not quite sure. My view screen is kind of small. But our luck doesn't end on our first attempt. On our second try as well, we get Mike Scott on the mound as well. This team seems a lot more formidable. Corey Kluber on the mound. It looks better than it really is. That Jose Ramirez and Francisco Lindor, really not too much to worry about. He also has Nelson Cruz, Cody Bellinger, Jay Buhner, Michael Brantley, Gary Sanchez, and I was not able to see his 8th spot. In the 8th spot, he has D. Gordon, I believe. Yeah, that has to be D. Gordon. 0-2 count, 15 pitches in. We're going to fast forward to the top of the 2nd inning. Jay Buhner is going to have to take a seat here on 3 pitches. We get the curveball, and that curveball is disgusting. Top of the 2nd, 2 out, 2-2 count, and he gets the ground out. Mike Scott, in this game, there really wasn't as much strikeouts. That's why I was showcasing the ground out. So far, this game is moving along very slowly. We're going to pick it up in the top of the 4th inning. 32 pitches in for Mike Scott. Nelson Cruz is going to make contact with that splitter, but it's not enough. He gets the foul ball, and he makes contact with the slider. Once again, it's foul tipped. Quick 0-2 count to Nelson Cruz. This Mike Scott is cruising along this entire team, and we just need some runs to put him up. Top of the fourth, 0-0 is the count. Nelson Cruz, 0-2 count. He's gonna sit down on the fourth pitch of the at bat. Mike Scott has been absolutely phenomenal. He has showcased his ability to get out of jams and to keep the game tied when we need it to be against two power hitters. He's been striking out JD Martinez, he's struck out Nelson Cruz, and right here he's gonna strike out Cody Bellinger. Even on lefties, they can't hit him. All we need to do is get Mike Scott some insurance runs. Fast forward to the bottom of the fourth inning. Jose Reyes is going to take the first pitch right back up the middle without any hesitation, and that, as I said earlier, once he is on base, he is an automatic run. We're going to go ahead and steal second base with such ease. Next up, we're going to steal third, of course, and with no outs, we have Jose Reyes on third base with Willie Stargell up to the plate. Sadly, however, he struck out on the foul tip when we did attempt to steal third. And that's going to bring in JD Martinez. The righty doesn't really affect me. We take a contact swing to right field, and that's going to be a ground roll double. Sadly, we can't do anything else that inning. But in the next inning, Josh Donaldson's up to the plate. We're going to start off with an 0-1 count. And Josh Donaldson, this is, without a doubt in my mind, the best third baseman for the price being to pick up. If you guys can't afford to spend money on that Nolan Arenado, go ahead and pick him up. But I just can't justify spending that much. Josh Donaldson is doing stuff like this on a day-to-day basis. Josh Donaldson gives us the insurance run we so desperately needed to give Mike Scott a comfortable lead in the top of the seventh inning. Mike Scott is bringing with confidence. You see that yellow bar is much bigger than it originally was in the bottom of the fourth. Nelson Cruz is back up to the plate, and he's only 60 pitches deep in the seventh inning. He is mowing down his entire lineup. A lineup full of switch hitters, a couple of lefties, and a whole lot of power. Once again, I'm pretty sure I said this before, but his velocity is like, it doesn't affect his pitches at all. 92 mile per hour fastball is more than enough speed to get by the batter. On the 2-2 count, we get the strikeout with the splitter dropping into the zone. But not only can Mike Scott get the Ks, he can get the base hits, and we hit one to left field and it goes underneath his glove. And Mike Scott is going to get to second base on a fielding error, which still is going to be ruled a hit because it did touch the ground first. And we get Gary Sanchez to third base, who hit previously before him. Now Mike Scott is on second. Jose Reyes back up to the plate, swinging on a very, very bad pitch. We saw him get on base on his last at bat to give us the game leading run. With 2 outs, we need a clutch hit from Jose Reyes, and he hits it again up the middle. We get 3 runs to his 0, and we were gonna try to test his center fielder's arm and go home, but yeah, I didn't think we were gonna make it with Mike Scott. But no fear, he rage quit after a few odd sequences. It was kind of a weird spot in the game to show where he rage quit. So that was the last important sequence that happened after he rage quit. We are getting close to the World Series division. I have never reached World Series before. I'm trying to get there, but that is going to conclude this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please grind that event for Mike Scott. He is also worth it. But besides that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm the Damage, and I'm out.